right? I was working with Johnny on Redemption. We have this road movie, Mad Max kind of thing, action, from Nha Trang to Saigon, like shootout after shootout after shootout after shootout, all the way to Saigon into the hospital, up, and finale scene in the, in this hospital, like tradition of hard boil. We short $100,000. So, we went to all the investor, the production companies go, okay, I need another 100 grand, to make Redemption work. And people go, no, you make it with this, or you don't make it. Whole year of work on the script, and then now it's like, no.
Didn't you tell him you were Charlie? You're like,
yeah,
look
yeah.
I'm Charlie, one of your most successful filmmakers. What do you mean?
They go, no, we love you, we love the film, we trust you, we know it's gonna be a badass action movie, but it's this is the limit, this is what we have, right? So I remember I called Vincent Ngo, the guy who wrote Hancock, the Will Smith movie. Told him, project cancel, no Redemption, it's over, right? He's go, what do you mean it's over? Come on, is there any way we can make it for the amount that they want? Can we make it for 100 grand less? Come talk to me. We go, okay, let's just brainstorm. So the first thing came up was The Raid. Vincent and I would talk about The Raid and how genius that the concept is, just the one building. We need something that in one location that happens within a few hours. That's how, Cholung, Chinatown came into place. We
so
were just
it
talking.
went from a road trip into
Yeah.
one spot. I mean, a road trip, one spot.
Yeah. If you don't pass censorship, in the country, you cannot release it, you cannot show the film anywhere else in the world.
So what happens if you do? Because it's your film, so technically you could release it somewhere else, right?
Well, you could, but then you won't be able to make another film.
And that's the key that I keep telling everybody else. It's like,
right.
Yeah, you could do it, but then you'll never make another film in Vietnam. And is it worth that?
Yeah, you'll be blacklisted.
Has that ever crossed your mind with like, well, you know what? I am now established enough, I'm known enough, I'll make Vietnamese films in Orange County or something.
It was not just me, it was the production company behind.
Yeah.
And there was four companies who put money into the film. 4 companies. So it was us, it was Galaxy, it was ER, this is Vincent and Dustin company, but Dustin now left, and another company, new company. It was 4 companies. So if we do that, we would jeopardize 4 companies. Just, the press, everybody, it was just like an outcry. It's like criticize the censor board. And they start to feel the pressure. Gets everybody behind them. Everybody big, like they get the government behind them. But because of the public, it was just the press, everything is against them. So they feel like they cannot admit that they're wrong, right? Because if they admit that they're wrong, there's nothing to be censored from this day onward. We need to change the law of censorship. We need to apply the age thing. We can't just base on a feeling and say you can watch this, you cannot watch this. You can't do this to the audience. The audience have the right to watch whatever they want. They are responsible adult. You can watch all the violence, everything else, on DVD. You cannot go, to the cinema and watch Vietnamese film that has, violent subject. Just bombarded. The media is just attacking the censor board. And so hopefully, not right now, not in an instant, because that would just show them, that they would look bad, right? It would just look like they admit that, okay, we're wrong. We have to, we have to listen to you guys. That would never happen. They need to, stay on their ground, and let this whole thing, fade away. All these talks fade away, and the movie dies, and it just move into the past. And then,
let it come out later.
Yeah, there will be a change. There will be a change in the law, and then we will resubmit. And by that time we will resubmit all the version, that uncut version. XYZ Films, the company that distributed The Raid, they bought the film before they see the movie. They bought it just based on the trailer that we put on YouTube.
Right.
We sent him the script, and he said, "Okay, we want it." You know, they go, "You haven't seen the movie?" You go, "No, we want it." You know, this is our second film after the raid. This is gonna be our company's second film after the raid. Right? We're gonna take it to Cannes. They bought it worldwide except for Vietnam and Thailand. They go, "Okay, you know, those are local. You have those, but we want rights for the world." When we cannot sell them the movie, they wanted to remake it in another country, shot for shot.
Oh my God.
I asked them where, and they said, "Well, we're thinking of Japan, Korea, or the U.S."